Welcome back to the deep dive. Today, we're doing something a little different, something pretty unique, actually.
Yeah, definitely.
Our source material isn't the usual, research papers or reports. We've got our hands on script excerpts from Hazbin Hotel, Episode 5, Dad Beat Dad.
Which is fantastic. It gives us a chance to really get under the hood, so to speak.
Exactly. We're going beyond just watching the episode. We're looking at the blueprint, the actual writing.
Right. And for you listeners who follow the show, you know how dense it is? These scripts, they're like finding the architect's notes. Our mission here is, well, it's kind of layered. We're not just recapping the plot. We want to dig into why characters act the way they do, especially Charlie and Lucifer. How the script uses their, frankly, trauma to push the story forward.
And the power dynamics. That's huge in this episode.
Absolutely. Especially with Alistair, that big reveal. We need to dissect that, basically figure out the core conflicts, and maybe even, predict a little based on what the script lays bare.
So the goal for you listening is to get some quick but really deep insight into what makes this episode tick. We're looking at how the writers use all this family drama, this sudden chaos, to force Charlie towards that big goal. Getting the meeting with heaven.
It's not just what happens, it's the mechanics. Why reveal Alastair's situation now? Why structure the Lucifer conflict this way?
Yeah, how does this episode really test Charlie's whole dream?
Exactly. We're talking hidden loyalties, hidden chains. It's fascinating. And how past trauma just dictates everything. That's often the most powerful engine in storytelling, right?
Right.
These aren't just plot points for one episode. They're setting up the big confrontations down the line. Okay, so let's dive in.
Okay, so right off the bat, the script throws us into Charlie's, well, it's a crisis. You feel the pressure immediately.
The opening line, her muttering, up all night trying to figure out where the hotel isn't working. It sets that frantic tone.
She's doing all these almost mundane things, right? Like trust falls and sharing our feelings.
Yeah, which is classic Charlie optimism, but you see instantly why it's failing. The clock is ticking. She says it herself, we only have a couple months left before the angels come.
That contrast is key. Her methods are so gentle, and the threat is annihilation.
Right, the stakes are apocalyptic, and she's trying HR exercises.
Yeah.
It highlights her desperation and why she needs a new approach.
And this failure is what pushes her towards the big idea. Vaggie brings it up first, right? Ask Dad.
Yes, and Charlie's initial reaction is telling. She resists. He let the extermination happen to begin with. There's resentment there, obviously.
But then comes the catalyst. Vaggie drops the bomb about the meeting in heaven.
The higher-ups just giving the green light, go ahead and kill everyone. That's the moment.
Yeah, the light bulb moment. Charlie realizes Adam isn't the final boss here. He's just following orders.
Exactly. If she wants to stop it, she has to go over his head. It's a strategic shift from trying to fix individuals to trying to change the system.
Which means calling Dad. And the script immediately dives into how messed up that relationship is.
Oh, it's not just messed up, it's transactional, almost cold.
Totally. Charlie tells Vaggie, after he and Mom split, he never really wanted to see me. That's brutal.
And then the kicker, he calls sometimes, but only if he's bored or needs me to do something.
Wow, only if he's bored. That says everything about Lucifer's emotional state, doesn't it?
It frames him instantly, not as a distant king, but as someone maybe incapable of connection unless it serves him somehow, even if that service is just alleviating boredom.
And when she actually calls, his reaction is pure gold. The script notes show him scrambling. Daughter calling. Oh.
Followed by that internal thought, oh, this is the first time she's called you in years. This has to be perfect. It shows he wants the connection, desperately even.
But he has no idea how to actually have it. He defaults to performance.
Which leads us right into his introduction scene. He's not ruling hell, he's struggling, big time.
Yeah, the script paints a picture of real depression hidden behind this manic creative energy.
He's celebrating making a magic tastical backflipping rubber duck. Ha ha! That spits fire.
Which sounds impressive, I guess, for a toy.
Right. But then immediately the mask slips. Oh God, who am I kidding? This sucks. It's heartbreaking, actually.
Let's talk about that duck for a second. Symbolically, what's going on there? He's the ultimate creator, potentially, and he's making rubber ducks.
It's about control, isn't it? He tried the big creation, heaven, maybe humanity, his own role, and it ended in disaster for him personally. So now he creates small things, perfect little things that do exactly what he commands.
It's like a fire-spitting duck. It won't rebel, it won't disappoint him.
Exactly. It's a coping mechanism. Limitless power, channeled into trivialities because the ambition got crushed by failure and trauma. That's the core of his depression, it seems.
So when Charlie finally gets through the awkwardness and makes the actual request,
The big ask. I need to speak to heaven, above Adam, above anybody.
his reaction isn't just no, it's visceral.
It's a meltdown. The script literally says, no, Charlie, no. That's,
That stammering, that repetition, it's not policy he's quoting. That's pure, unadulterated fear.
personal history. Trauma. He's been down that road, or a similar one, and the script screams that it ended terribly.
So Charlie has to find the one thing that can break through that wall of fear.
And she does. She hits him right where his insecurity lives. The need to be needed, the desire for connection. He can't initiate himself.
I don't ask you for much. This is really important to me. It's the most important thing I've ever done, and I need you.
That's the lever. I need you. It forces him out of his depressed bubble, out of the past trauma, and into her present crisis.
It's brilliantly written. It sets up the whole conflict for the episode. His fear versus his love, or at least his paternal instinct.
And thankfully for Charlie, the instinct wins. Barely. He agrees to come.
Okay, so Lucifer arrives, and the script makes it clear this isn't a quiet entrance.
No. It's pure theater. Arrogance, judgment, the works. He breezes in, immediately throws out that fun-sized comment to Charlie.
Which is such a dad thing, but also a power move, diminishing her right off the bat.
And then the territorial bit with Vaggie. You taking care of my little girl. Followed by that ominous, you better be.
It's not concern, it's a warning. Like, she's mine, don't mess up. Even though he's been totally absent.
He's establishing dominance immediately.
Yeah.
And then he turns that critical eye on the hotel itself.
The renovations. His reaction is priceless. It looks, it's got a lot of character.
Yeah, the ultimate passive-aggressive insult. In royal speak, character means it's a dump, but I'm too polite to say so.
He's projecting this, like, celestial snobbery onto everything, and then he sees Alastair.
And the temperature just plummets. You feel it in the script. He's not just annoyed by Alastair himself, but by his influence on the place. What in the unholy hell is that? Pointing at the decor.
This is where the real power clash begins. Lucifer represents old, inherited, angelic power. Alastair is new, earned, mortal overlord power.
And Lucifer goes straight for the dismissive tactics. First, the height comment.
Yeah.
You are much shorter in real life.
So petty.
Totally. And then the killer. Are you the bellhop? Just reducing the radio demon to hired help.
And Alastair tries to correct him, right? I am the host of the hotel.
But Lucifer just waves it off. Hasn't been watching much TV lately. He hasn't bothered to keep up with who actually wields power in hell now. Use the hotel name against him. Hazbin Hotel. Ha ha.
Which gets that instantly iconic response from Alastair. Haha, fuck you.
Perfect. Zero deference. Sets the stage perfectly for their musical duel.
Okay, we need to talk about the song. It's not just a fun number. It's doing serious narrative work.
Absolutely. It's a symbolic fight for Charlie's soul, almost. Or at least for control over her project. Lucifer's whole verse is about his status.
Check out Daddy's glowing reviews on Yelp. Seriously, Yelp.
It's hilarious, but telling. He cares about external validation. His power comes from his name, his history, the family rate. It's all inherited privilege.
While Alastair's pitch is all about presence and, well, sweat equity.
It's exactly. Who's been here since day one, who's been faithful as a nun. He's positioning himself as the hands-on manager, your executive producer.
The one doing the actual work, like fixing the plumbing, that Lucifer wouldn't touch with a 10-foot pole.
He's framing it as a partnership where he's the active one, but then he takes it too far.
Oh, yeah. That ending. You're like the child that I wish that I had. Creepy.
Super creepy. And then the line, you could almost call me Dad.
That's not affection, that's a power grab. A direct challenge to Lucifer's actual role.
It's pure manipulation. He's trying to usurp Lucifer's position, not just in the hotel, but emotionally with Charlie. It's an incredible piece of character work through song.
Just as that tension peaks, bam, chaos arrives.
Enter Mimsy, strolling in like she owns the place. Ran in the same circles when we were alive.
And she immediately starts dropping inconvenient truths about Alastair.
Calls the hotel a ritzy slob factory. Amazing line. And then spills the beans about Alastair's past. Not the composed demon we know.
Apparently he used to pound whiskey like a sailor and could keep up with her dancing. That's unexpected.
It's huge. It suggests the controlled persona is exactly that, a persona. There's a wilder, maybe more vulnerable Alastair buried under there. Mimsy is a ghost from that past.
She's like a walking complication. She disrupts the power struggle. She gives us lore, and you just know she's trouble.
She's the perfect narrative grenade, basically. Validates Lucifer's cynicism, complicates Alistair, and sets the stage for the next big reveal.
So Mimsy's here, and who immediately smells trouble?
Husk, of course. The resident cynic, the one who actually understands how hell works.
He tells Charlie straight up that bitch is trouble, and that she only shows up when she needs something.
He knows the pattern.
Yeah.
He knows people like Mimsy are always running from something, usually debt or worse. Charlie, bless her optimistic heart, just doesn't see it.
She thinks Alastair's reputation is enough protection. Husk is like, no, that just makes you a bigger target sometimes.
And then Mimsy, perhaps unintentionally, gives us the origin story we've all been waiting for. How Alistair became the radio demon.
Yeah, she confirms the speed. Appeared in hell suddenly, making a splash quicker than anyone had ever seen.
And the method. Overlords started disappearing. Heavy hitters, not minor players.
And the signature move, the radio broadcasts, all you could hear was screams. That's chilling.
It's brilliant branding in a horrific way. Using modern, for the time, technology to broadcast ancient terror. It wasn't just killing, it was psychological warfare, making their agony public and permanent.
And then, right after painting this picture of a monster, Mimsy drops the contradiction.
The total sweetie line. Put on some jazz, pour a couple fingers awry, and he becomes a kitten.
Which just deepens the mystery, right? Is the demon the mask, or is the kitten the act? Or is he somehow both?
It suggests the terrifying persona might be a defense mechanism, a tool for survival and power in a place like hell. But the real earthquake in this section, it happens almost quietly.
The conversation between Husk and Alistair.
Oh man, this is where everything shifts. The script confirms the fan theories, but in the most brutal way.
It starts with Husk pushing back, right? You may own my soul, but I ain't your fucking pet.
And Alistair's casual, cruel confirmation. But you are just twisting the knife.
But Husk keeps going. He sees the hypocrisy, maybe. He drops the line.
The whispered accusation.
Big talk for someone who's also on a leash.
Boom. And Alistair's reaction tells you everything you need to know.
Instant, terrifying shift. The script notes, the smile vanishes, the static crackles, the chain sound effect. It's visceral. He physically threatens Husk.
Chokes him. And the threat itself.
It's specific.
You ever say that again, I will tear your soul apart and broadcast your screams.
For every other disrespectful wretch who dares to question me, he's threatening to do the exact thing that made him the radio demon in the first place.
It's not just violence, it's annihilation of identity, broadcast for all eternity. It proves two massive things.
One, Alastair's not free. Someone holds his leash. Someone owns the radio demon.
And two, the capacity for that level of cruelty isn't gone. It's right there, under the surface, used to enforce the terms of his own servitude.
This changes everything. His presence at the hotel, his help, his rivalry with Lucifer, it's all potentially filtered through the lens of his own chains.
Exactly. Is he helping Charlie out of genuine belief? Or is it a strategic move against his master? Does he see the hotel, and maybe Charlie's connection to heaven, as a way to gain leverage, or even freedom?
His defiance towards Lucifer suddenly looks different too. It's not just ego, it's maybe the desperate maneuvering of someone powerful but trapped.
Right, so the power structure is suddenly way more complicated.
Yeah.
Charlie has the vision, Lucifer has the raw power, but is crippled by trauma. And Alistair has immense influence, but that influence is compromised. It's beholden to someone else.
And Husk is caught in the middle, his soul literally on the line. Wow, okay, that's a lot.
So, after that bombshell about Alistair, the other shoe drops. Mimsy's trouble arrives.
Right on cue. Loan sharks demanding 50 grand. Apparently she stole a car.
And crashed it into the loan shark's girlfriend. It's maximum chaos.
And who's standing there watching it all burn? Lucifer. And you know what he's thinking.
Oh yeah, this is his moment. The script gives him the ultimate, I told you so. He says, yeah, see, this is exactly what I'm talking about, Charlie.
You build something nice, and they just bring violence and chaos to your doorstep. It validates his entire worldview.
He doubles down. Sinners are violent psychopaths. They'll always disappoint. This chaos proves in his mind that his retreat, his depression, his giving up, it was the right choice. Why bother trying to fix the unfixable?
His cynicism feels completely justified in that moment. But then the script flips it.
Ironically, the chaos becomes the catalyst.
Yeah.
While Lucifer is ranting, Alistair steps up.
Not subtly either. I will devour each and every one of you. Full radio demon mode.
And Charlie watches this. But she doesn't see the monster, not primarily. She sees the action.
And she delivers the line that just breaks through everything. It may be a bit more sadistic than I'd hoped, but he's doing it for me.
Then the killer question to Lucifer. How come he can have faith in me, but my own father can't?
Oh, that hits hard. She's using the dark, complicated, probably self-serving faith of Alastor against her father's protective, but ultimately paralyzing lack of faith.
It's brilliant. She's asking, why does this monster believe in my project more than you do? Even if his reasons are suspect, he's acting on that belief. You're just telling me it's hopeless.
And we see Alastor immediately reinforce his commitment, but on his terms. He throws Mimsy out.
Yeah, his line is key.
Yeah.
She deliberately brought danger to this place just to have me clean up your mess. He sets the boundary. Redemption is the price of admission here.
He's protecting his investment, protecting Charlie's vision because it serves his strategic needs, whatever they are under that loosh.
Which brings us back to Lucifer. Charlie presses him. Why can't you? Why can't you have faith?
And he finally breaks. Not with anger, but with vulnerability. The script indicates a shift, a soft ballad structure.
He tells her the secret he's been hiding. The source of all that pain and cynicism. Heaven never listens.
They might not listen. He states it as fact. They didn't listen to me, they won't listen to you.
This is confirmation. He tried. He went to heaven with his own dreams, his own ideas, maybe for reform, maybe for reconciliation. And they crushed him.
He says it explicitly. My dreams were too hard to defend. I don't want you to be crushed by them like I was.
That's the core of it. His cynicism isn't philosophical, it's scar tissue. He failed, and he's terrified she'll suffer the same fate. The rubber ducks, the isolation, it's all because of that original devastating failure with heaven.
And Charlie, showing incredible empathy, turns his own past back on him, but positively. She reminds him of the stories he told her, how he inspired her.
She reframes her hotel not just as her dream, but as a continuation of his lost dream. Maybe heaven will listen to me. It gives his failure potential meaning through her attempt.
It's the perfect emotional logic to reach him. It allows him to support her without betraying his own trauma, almost.
And it works. He finally agrees. I'll support your dream, whatever lies in store. The father-daughter duet seals it. Reconciliation.
But there's a catch. A big one.
Huge. He'll arrange the meeting. He'll use his influence, his status as the king of hell. But
I won't be able to go with you.
that line just hangs there. It sets up everything for the next stage. Charlie has to face heaven alone.
Why can't he go? The script implies it's not a choice.
It strongly suggests he's barred, banished. Whatever happened when he went to heaven, the consequence was permanent exile. He literally cannot set foot there.
So she's walking into the lion's den, the very place that broke her father, armed with his political backing, but without his physical presence or protection. The stakes just went through the roof. Hashtag outro.
Okay, wow. So let's just quickly recap the absolute gold nuggets we got from digging into this script.
Yeah, first, Lucifer. He's not just grumpy dad. He's deeply, clinically depressed, seemingly, and it stems from a massive traumatic failure involving heaven. His relationship with Charlie is defined by that fear and distance.
Until she sources him to confront it. And then, Alastor. The confirmation of the leash. That changes everything. Everything.
Yeah.
He's powerful, influential, terrifying. But he's compromised.
Yeah.
Earned. His actions at the hotel, defending it, helping Charlie, they have to be viewed through that lens now. It's strategic, likely serving his unseen master or his own attempts to break free.
Right. And finally, Charlie, her sheer force of will. She navigates her dad's trauma, she leverages Alastra's twisted support, and she basically wills this meeting into existence. Her optimism isn't naive, it's a weapon.
Definitely. And for you listening, think about what this tells us about storytelling. How effective it is when past failures, like Lucifer's, and hidden vulnerabilities, like Alastair's leash, aren't just backstory drops. They actively drive the plot now.
Yeah, they create the tension, the stakes, and that theme of chosen family versus biological family. Alastor, the monster, acts like family in defending the hotel, while Lucifer, the actual father, has to learn how to have faith.
It's a powerful contrast. Which leads us to the final thought, the thing to really chew on. The script confirms Lucifer tried and failed with heaven. He explicitly cannot go back. He paid some kind of permanent price. So, what was it? What did heaven do to him or take from him that means he's forever barred?
And maybe more importantly, if that's the price he paid for whatever he attempted.
What price might Charlie pay just for walking through the door? Heaven clearly doesn't like being challenged or petitioned by hell. Lucifer's fate is a warning. What kind of unforeseen cost comes with this meeting she fought so hard to get?
Oof, That's the question hanging over everything now. What's the hidden cost of asking heaven for anything?
Exactly. Something to think about.
Absolutely. Okay, that's all the time we have for this deep dive. Thanks for joining us.
See you next time.